Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidil Anbiya wal Mursaleen. This is Mujib Qazi and you're watching Washington Roundtable on VOKTV. So we have a very special guest with us who is going to talk about this entire movement and what exactly is happening on the ground. That is none other than he is the chief convener for the JKLF, Altaf Qadi Sahab. Thank you very much for being on the show. Speaking of Pakistan, most of the public does not know the true struggle about the Kashmir. They generally follow whatever their political leaders or sometimes establishment, present them the case. What message do you have for the people of Pakistan? Because they are very sincere about getting this issue resolved. And the ex-Prime Minister of Pakistan, Prime Minister Imran Khan, has alluded to this idea of independent Kashmir in his many speeches. But obviously the next day you will see establishment refuting it. But the public is pretty much ready to have Kashmiris to have their own state. What message would you like to give to the people of Pakistan? We know what game establishment is playing. These people of interest are playing, who are the stooges of the other establishment. We know about them. People of Pakistan.
I have family in Pakistan, and I have an unending love for that country. And at the same time, it's my hope that Prime Minister Imran Khan comes back into power. Honestly, I'm telling you, because he's the only man who can stand up in front of the establishment. He has the nerve, and he has seen the world. He knows what he is doing. I had a kind of misperception about Imran Khan. Then a friend of mine told me that no, he knows what he is doing. And then I started watching his I'm telling you the truth, I started watching his interviews and all those interviews. And I realized my friend is right. He knows what he is doing. See how Pakistan can help us. Today, a Kashmiri innocent Pandit boy was killed in Kashmir. I don't say that it is being carried out by Pakistan. Mm-hmm. It may be carried out by India, because India is a very, very shrewd and very cruel country. Mm-hmm. So they could also execute their own people. And there are instances when they did it. And at the same time, how Pakistan can help it and how Pakistan can basically unentangle themselves from taking any responsibility of such violence is by simply saying, let the Pakistan say, we condemn the violence, we have nothing to do with the violence, and we want a fair trial. Let us establish a joint mechanism. Whenever there is any violence, if India has any suspicion or international community has any suspicion, Pakistan is willing to go extra mile to conduct investigation. If we find our man, we will punish him. So that will minimize the chances of violence being unleashed by government of India, because this is what is providing India a pretext. Mm-hmm. And that pretext is being used against innocent people of Kashmir. Now Kashmiris cannot go, if they go to Delhi, they are not safe there. Our boys need education, our boys need job, our boys need business. How on earth would any Indian, even if I was an Indian and I see innocent Indian being killed in Kashmir, I will react against
Absolutely.
it. I will react against it. We have to understand it. Sometimes you have to change the sides. You have to step into another body's footsteps. If you enter into my shoes, then you have to realize how you would take it if something of that sort is being carried out against you. So this is how Pakistan can help Kashmiris if they will come out without any ambiguity. The state will come out without any ambiguity that Pakistan does not support any violence in Kashmir. And we are prepared to go extra mile to cooperate. International community, United Nations Human Rights Commission, South Asia Watch, any human rights organization, we are prepared to go extra mile to cooperate. And if we find our man involved in it, we are prepared to punish him. So that will absolutely dry out all India's chances of executing Kashmiris.
I'm running out of time. The last question on Yasin, Malik. What role can Kashmiri diaspora play around the world, keeping India and Pakistani politics aside? What role diaspora can play to save the life of this leader before it's too late?
Diaspora is the only one, I think this is the only resource right now available to the people of Kashmir who have a potential and who can play a very, very crucial role in elevating the sufferings of the people of Kashmir. Now how? First of all, I live in outside world. I don't have any problem. My son cannot be executed. I cannot be arrested. I cannot be put behind the bars. So I am living in a free world, and that way I can galvanize. I can write my letters to my senators, congressmen, human rights organizations, churches, and synagogues, and we can call an attention to this excruciating problem. So diaspora is very, very effective if played. And if you see in South Africa, when Mandela was arrested, they had the same kind of situation over there. It was the black Americans, they reached to the churches and then they came out and they supported. That is how Mandela came into power.
Qadhi sir, thank you very much for being on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have for today. And we hope and pray a goodness come out of this whole episode and the life of Yasin Malik is saved, and the Kashmiri diaspora living around the world will rise up to the occasion, keeping their personal biases on the side, come up with the one united voice, release Yasin Malik from the prison and let him be a free man. Until next time, take good care of yourself. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.